What is up, YouTube? So, I've been meaning to do this for a long time, but I've been postponing it because I'm a workaholic and I just love my YouTube family. I just love my YouTube family. It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. You guys, you're still going to get your videos. You're still going to get all of your tarot readings, and it's not that big of a change. So I just wanted to jump on and I want to talk to you because I've been trying to record the earth signs and I've been trying to record the air signs, and my camera, it keeps giving me the message every time I go to record. Like I was just recording the Taurus reading, and Taurus, just so you know, here are your first 4 cards. Like I literally was just doing it, and that's why I got frustrated. I ended up doing this video because you had an amazing reading coming out, and then I got the message, video stopped recording. Like that's all it says. And it just gives me the error message. And I'm like, what is going on? And I've tried to do air sign readings. I've tried to do the earth sign readings, and Spirit keeps shutting off my camera. And the only time my camera will work is if I'm doing a video like this, and I record my YouTube videos the same way. But I know what Spirit's getting at, because we have this Neptune energy going on right now, and Neptune's in Pisces, and Pisces in my house of work, and it brings a lot of clarity, and I know exactly what's going on. So let's just get right to it. So as you guys know, I post videos weekly. I do 12 videos every week. For each zodiac sign gets basically a 20 to a 30-minute video. That's a pretty long video for a zodiac reading, right? For YouTube. Typically they're like 10 to 15 minutes long. I do relatively long readings. A personal reading is 30 minutes to an hour. So I'm basically giving a personal reading on YouTube. So what I'm going to shift over to doing is just check-ins. I'm most likely going to still do them pretty frequently. I'm going to keep doing them probably almost weekly, but it might be like posting all the zodiac signs over a 10-day span instead of a 7-day span. Just give myself more time, because I'm spreading myself a little too thin. As you guys have seen, I'm having more flare-ups and more seizures, which is not good. So if I'm putting that much stress on myself, I got to switch up something. And my patrons, I have a lot of people that are paying on that platform for the content. And so that is a priority. I do have to make sure that I'm rolling out that content to them, but I also have people that pay for readings. So I don't want to stop doing personal readings. I love doing personal readings for you guys. I love doing my Reiki sessions. So the only thing that I'm going to be changing is just the time frame. I'm just not going to be posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I might be posting on Monday, like 1 or 2 readings, and then I might be posting on Tuesday and Thursday, maybe 4 readings. You know, it's just going to be sporadic, but I am going to be posting my timeless readings. They might even be longer readings, but I'm going to just do what I'm guided to do, because that is the point of this. So not only are you going to get probably better quality readings, but you're going to get a reading from someone who's not in pain and a reading from someone who's in better quality health, and someone who has a clearer channel, because I'm not draining myself so much. Okay. But also this will give me more time to go live. It will give me more time to answer your questions. It will give me more time to make sure my health's in order. It's really not that big of a change. It's really not. But I just want to let you guys know, hey, how are you? I just want to let you guys know not to expect readings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday moving forward. I'm just going to do them when I'm guided to do them. I don't think that I'm going to do all earth signs in a day, all water signs in a day. I think I'm going to just do what sign's calling me, because I think that's the best way to do it. I'm an intuitive reader. That's how I do it on Patreon, and it works so much better that way. Because then I'm not like, why am I getting this energy in a reading? Well, it's most likely because at that time, I really want to be doing a reading for that sign, if you want me to be completely honest. And you guys are just going to get way better readings that way. Like there's no point in me trying to force an energy through. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hop on, tell you that. I might redo this video when I'm not so like impulsively doing it. So it's super fun if you don't call out the signs during your channeling. Just say them at the end, right? I'm right there with you. Hey guys, how are you? I'm right there with you because saying all the signs throughout a reading, you always end up with all the signs. I know a lot of people like when I say all the signs. I think I might do a poll of that on YouTube. Let me know how you think, how you feel about that. If you guys want me to do a poll, if you like to hear the signs throughout the reading, if you don't even care if you hear the signs, or if you prefer me to say the signs as I go with the cards, I appreciate it. And yeah, because I do really long readings. I've tried to do really short readings. I've tried to do like 10, 15-minute readings, and over time I just get back up to 20, 25, 30-minute readings. I can't do a short reading. And if you put it into perspective, doing 12, 30-minute readings a week for YouTube, then I do the 12-hour-long readings for Patreon, and then I also do weekly check-ins, and then I also do probably 150 personal readings where majority are hour-long, and then there's also live, and then there's Reiki sessions, and it's only me. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's just me. And then it's emails and the finances, and it's me running all of it, and the videos and the editing, and doing a lot. And I think by cutting back on all the weeklies at once would bring not only balance back, but it would also help you guys not have a reader who's depleted, because I don't want to keep going and be like, oh, well, bye channel, because it's not healthy for me anymore. So I rather find a happy equilibrium while we're ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we need the signs. We know who it involves usually anyway. It's been nice education on the cards though. So now don't push yourself too hard. Right? I agree. But I know some readers do like check-ins where they just post a zodiac sign whenever they feel, but then they end up only doing like one a month. That's not my plan. I want to be very clear. I'm not planning on doing like one reading for you a month. I do plan on getting your multiple readings out to you, right? I still plan on doing like somewhat of a weekly, like I'm going to try and do like 3 for each zodiac a month at least, but not like every single week. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So just doing it when I'm called to do it. I'm probably going to record this. I'm probably going to delete this live, if you want me to be completely honest, and record this in a much more formal, better explained way, because this was very impulsive. I was getting really frustrated because I tried 3 times before this live to record the weeklies for earth signs and air signs, and my camera kept turning off on me, and it never does that. My camera never does that. Never. And now, as I said that, my connection just got lost on my keyboard. Just popped up on my computer monitor. Connection lost. So Spirit just validating for me that, yeah, this is the right thing to do. And I've been contemplating doing this for so long, and I really didn't want to. Like, I love posting readings for you guys I just like to, like, I love it. I just really like doing it. So, hey Gab, how are you? You didn't miss much. I was talking about how I think with the channel, I think moving forward, I'm going to be just doing readings when I'm called to do them instead of pushing for every week, because things are going to change. Yeah, I think I'm going to go make a formal video of this. Hey. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Always, always. I love to share with you. That's why it's like heart-wrenching. Like, I want to do weeklies so bad, but it is a lot. It is a lot because I'm already booked halfway through December with personal readings. So like juggling that, the YouTube channel, Patreon, one person. It's just me. It's just me. Exactly. So it's me. And it's so funny because I'm acting like it's a big change, and it's really not. Like, I'm like, Jordan, you're only going to be taking like 5 more days a month to just like decompress. Like, So to break it down, the only change that's happening is instead of posting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm just going to post when I have the time, when I have the energy. And honestly, it's really not going to be that big of a difference. It's just going to be probably like over a 10-day span instead of over that 4-day span. So 3 posts a month for each zodiac sign. So instead of getting 4 posts for Aries, you're going to have 3 a month most likely. So just cutting out one of the weeks. Thank you guys. Yeah. Like, let's put it this way. Like, I'm a very like early person. Like, I wake up really early typically, and I'm like at the gym at 5 a.m. and I'm going. And the whole month of November, Spirit's been like, nope, we're gonna make you sleep like a ton, or like try to make you sleep and you're not sleeping at all. Thank you guys. I'm so happy you guys enjoy the readings lately. Our YouTube family's growing, and I love that. I love it so much. And because YouTube's growing, Patreon's growing. And so with Patreon growing, like, I need to make sure that I'm giving my attention like to both platforms fully. And that means that there's more energy going out, like spiritual energy, and that gets very draining. So I was like, okay, I need to find a balance. Yeah, we are going to be waking up at really weird times right now. We have a lot of awakening energy going on, especially with the full moon Gemini eclipse that we have coming up. So make sure that you guys do a lot of purging on that full moon, do your full moon rituals, make sure that you're really doing what you need to do to, especially with Neptune going direct on the 28th, there's going to be a lot of clarity. Yes, exactly, Daniel. See, you already knew. Neptune's going to be going direct. So that's going to be an amazing energy to be in, because it's going to help us see a lot of things clearly within our relationships, within our higher self, especially. It's a lot of higher consciousness energy. But even with your goals, with money, finances, things of that nature. So check out where Pisces 18 degrees is, because that's where Neptune's sitting at. So for me, that's my second house. So that would be for work, which is why this came up, this whole shift in work came up, because I'm already feeling that Neptune energy. And I was like, okay, I get it. It's time to finally pull that trigger and make that change. So for others of you, for example, if you have Neptune Pisces 8 degrees in your 5th house, that would be in the realm of relationships and romance. So you're going to see clarity on those dynamics. We're going to have clarity overall with a lot of things, but where that specific degree sits, you're going to realize a lot of stuff. Okay, so just sit down, really think about what's going on in that house. And if you guys want to understand houses a little bit, I can show you really quick, because I just did this on Patreon. So for example, you don't want to look at your planets, you want to look at your houses. So to know your houses, you need to know your rising sign, your ascendant. So for that, you need to know your time of birth, AM or PM. You need to know the hour, morning or night, okay? Because your rising sign dictates how your houses fall. So for me, my second house starts at Pisces 8 degrees, okay? So since it starts at Pisces, where is it? Can my camera focus for me, please? Help me out here. See how it's, where are we at? Okay, Pisces, 8 degrees, 8.7, and it is at Pisces 18 degrees. It's in my second house, because my third house starts in Aries. So that means that it has to be in my second house, okay? Because if my third house was still in Pisces, then it would be in my third house, but it's not, because it's in Aries. Yes, I have split sign houses in some houses as well. So for example, my 6th and 7th house are both in Cancer. Okay, so my 7th house starts in Cancer 20. My 6th house is in Cancer 5 degrees, and my 7th house is Cancer 23 degrees. You get what I'm saying? So then for Neptune, Neptune, it would be in Neptune's in my 12th house. I would always check out, I typically focus on the zodiac sign that the planet's in at that time. not on where your Neptune placement is. That's just my preference. I have Venus rising in Virgo. It's going to be in my 8th. Okay. Yeah, because my Neptune's in Capricorn. Capricorn's getting its shit rocked right now. Yeah, me too. Capricorn's getting its shit rocked right now. I don't even want to think about Neptune and Capricorn. Yeah, so not that that's bad. Neptune and Capricorn is very practical. It just means that Capricorn is just like the workhorse. So when I think of Neptune and Capricorn, it's just you're really good at building things. I literally just read about this in my astrology book, and my brain's just like fried because I just did 3 readings actually, so brain's a little. Yeah, so look for the Pisces placement. And then 8th house would be merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances, inheritance, taxes, loans, assets, property, goals, mysteries, partners, resources. Okay. And then my major placements. So do you mean like my sun, moon, and rising? Is that what you mean by major placements? My sun is a Libra, my rising's Capricorn, and my moon is a Leo. I have a lot of Capricorn. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, though. Like I have a Pluto and Mercury Scorpio. I have Uranus, Neptune, and Ascendant and Capricorn, and my midheavens in Scorpio as well. So I have a lot of Scorpio, a lot of Capricorn, and a lot of Libra. I got a Sun Libra and a 9th house in Libra. Good morning, Australia. There's so many people from Australia on this channel, which is so cool to me. Like, I have a lot of clients in Australia, so many clients, and I love that. I want to go there. I have a lot of friends from high school that actually moved to Australia for some reason. Like, of all the places, I'm in the U.S. That's a lot of Virgo placements. My Venus is in Virgo. I have very mixed feelings about a Venus Virgo placement. Hey, Sierra, how are you? Sorry, guys, I'm kind of blind, and this chat's like super small on my monitor for some reason. I wish there was a way to expand it. I don't know if I can do that. Pop out chat. I don't know what that does. So oh, my Lanta. What did I do? I literally popped it out into another tab. Okay, so let's see if I could. No. Okay, well, I got it back. Okay. And North Node, Sun, Jupiter, Pluto, and Venus and Scorpio. And that's a lot of Scorpio. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Try having a Gemini Venus. Oh, yeah. Gemini Venus. I've always wondered what that would be like. I've only dated Gemini suns, but I could only imagine what a Gemini Venus would be like. I feel like that would be like a complete, like, 2 of Pentacles all the time with relationships. Just back and forth, back and forth. I discovered you some days before. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's nighttime here as well. You're not single forever. That's a limiting belief. Stop it. Stop it. I'll chill with you guys for a little bit. I'm waiting on my other camera battery to charge. So Sun in Gemini and Sun in Libra. It's so funny you asked that because my Sun in Gemini that I dated, I actually thought he was my twin. He turned out to be my karmic before I met my twin. It was actually a really, really good connection. It really was. It was an incredible connection. That was actually when I had my awakening. That's when all this started. Karmic has such a negative connotation to it. Did the connection end well? No. Was it a very powerful connection? Yes. We went a year without talking. He actually contacted me a little bit ago, last year, came back, apologized, and we're really good friends now. We still talk, we still see each other, we still hang out. But very spiritual connection. I think that connection goes really well. I think Gemini and Libra will work well together as long as there's space for Gemini to have their room to explore. Gemini really likes to explore. Gemini likes to have freedom and enjoy the arts, whereas Libra likes to be in partnership and likes to be in love, you know? And there could be a fine line for Libra slipping into codependency in that kind of dynamic. And I found that to be, that's what happened with us. Like, it brought that out of my shadow in our connection. But that was also part of my awakening, because to be super candid, that's when I damaged 3/4 of my brain, and I didn't have really anybody around other than him at the time. And it was hard for him to be around that. And I needed somebody, and I was like falling into codependency because I couldn't really do anything by myself. And that's when he dipped, and I was like, oh, okay. So, but otherwise, I think those are really good connections, but they're going to be challenging because those are two very spiritual energies together, because they're both very artistic. They're both very in the head. They're both very air signs. So you need to be very communicative with one another, but in an emotional way, not in an overthinking way. Thank you, Pearl Shine. I appreciate you. I found out he was my karmic, honestly, probably 8 months after we broke up. Because it took me going through the shadow work, going through my awakening, going through a lot of healing, going through a 10 of Swords and a dark night of the soul to see the reality of the connection versus the attachment, the illusion of what it was. But that's what karmics do, you know, like you have to be able to step back and look at the connection for what it is. And they did that too, which is why we're now friends. Like, we're really good friends. Like, we still talk. Like, he only lives like 20 minutes away. Like, we still see each other, we still hang out. But the difference with a karmic is that karmics are not bad. Karmics, you have karma. They're meant to help your soul evolve. Whereas a twin, okay, let's talk about this. Karmics will help the soul evolve. So will a twin. But with a karmic, you can continue repeating that cycle over and over and over. You can loop through that lesson over and over. And if you don't learn the lesson. Whereas with a twin, you should learn a lesson, evolve. Typically you drift apart and then you come back together. There's another obstacle, you learn a lesson, you drift apart, you come back together, you evolve, you have another lesson, blah, 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 over and over and over, until eventually you're both evolved to a point where you find a very happy equilibrium and you can work together and it's a very cohesive relationship. But typically there's a drifting apart because one person's evolving, the other person's getting scared of the intensity of the connection. You get what I'm saying? Sorry, it's my dad. I think I have my twin. So many things are happening. Any thoughts on a Venus in Libra and a Venus in Cancer? I don't know how I feel about a Venus Libra and a Venus. Hey, Bird, you heard from Jay today. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Um, that's a tough combo. It's, you can't dictate just off of Venus placement. You know what I'm saying? Libra really likes partnership. Cancer is very motherly. Cancer is very nurturing. It can be a very good relationship. I just feel that with those two, there might go things that are not said because both are very peacekeepers. Thank you guys so much. I'm just reading through these. I'm trying to get to all of them, but I'm like really blind. I kind of went blind for a little bit after my brain injury, so my eyes are really bad. Oh, from Turkey. That's incredible. Good night. I hope you sleep well. I also experienced the same thing, but I learned my lesson. And I am girl now. Awesome. Hey, Francine, how are you? I am definitely evolving, have evolved a lot and hang around. Well, just be mindful that just because they run does not necessarily mean that they're always your twin, though. Okay? Because right now we have a lot of karmics that have very good masks on that are very lusty karmics. That are these karmics that are very enticing and addictive, and you want to go to them and you feel this very deep spiritual connection, and you will see that this deep, deep connection, your Neptune energy is going to take the mask off. Let's just say that. Okay. Okay. Hey, Rick, I just responded back to you. How you doing? I just saw you on Facebook. How you doing, Rick? If the other person doesn't feel strongly towards you, can it be one-sided entirely if it's a karmic? Guys, when it comes to relationships, like let's see, even if it's a twin, right? So let's just call it what it is. Like even if it's a twin, even if it's your twin, the universe, spirit, God, Gaia, Allah, whatever name, entity, label you would like to put on it. If they have a divinely guided connection, at the end of the day, we are here for human experience, right? Which means that we have this lovely thing called free will. So let's say that beautifully divinely guided connection, your twin, is given to you, and your person has free will, which we all do. And Spirit's like, well, here's your twin, and you've done all this work. And your twin's like, well, I have free will, and yeah, I'm your twin. I just don't want to do the work. That's their free will. It's not that you haven't met your twin. It's just that maybe they don't want to do the work. So I'm not saying that you haven't met your twin, but you can create karma with your twin. You can create a shit ton of karma with your twin, and it's because free will. And you might not end up with them, and they might not come back, and they might not apologize. Even if in a tarot reading, energetically they want to, they might not ever make that approach because of what? Free will. That's the thing. I want you to remember that. Like, that is the catch-22 of all things. We could read energy all day. Energy. But at the end of the day, somebody's ego, free will, can get in the way and stop them. Their fear, false evidence appearing real, can stop them from doing that approach, from saying what they really want to say, from taking action on what they want to do. Hey, Kelly, how are you? And that's like the heart-wrenching thing, because I know my twin, and I love my twin. I love my twin to death. Does he make me want to bash my head through a wall? Yes. Why? Because his free will. His free will and his ego is the size of a freight train. A freight train. And it's just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And it is what it is. And on the full moon in Gemini, there's an opportunity for these counterparts to come back, for these counterparts to make this very genuine, this very amazing, lustful offer. Keyword though, lustful, genuinely lustful offer, not genuinely loving offer, genuine lustful offer. Now, do you want to repeat that lustful cycle, or do you want genuine, compassionate, heartfelt energy? Because we're in very divine feminine energy, and it doesn't mean you have to be a female to be feminine. You understand what I'm saying? You can be a man tapping into your feminine energy, because I'm a female and I'm mostly masculine, but I am tapping into my feminine. You need to learn to balance both your polarities, because we all have both within us. But there's a need to use your discernment, use that Neptune energy, to use your higher consciousness with clarity to understand what this person's actually offering you. Is it lust or is it love? Is it genuine emotion, or is it, I want you in my bed? You know, that's what's coming in, because that's the reading I just did on Patreon, basically. Okay. Yeah, Lionheart, this awakening is really difficult right now. It is. So this awakening, I don't want to call it the split. I hate that, and it's literally what I just heard. But I know you guys are literally seeing it almost as like this. What's happening is we have two parallel timelines, basically. So you're watching almost those of you who are going through the awakening and you have the work done, and then you might be seeing your friends or family or people in your environment that you're kind of like, I wish you were going through this with me. I wish you were able to do this work. I don't understand why you're struggling, or why you can't surrender more. I'm trying to help you. It's almost like you want to shake them. Like, I don't know how else to help you. I've told you everything I can tell you. It's up to you now to do that work to get to where I am. And that's not me talking down to you, right? I'm saying this as if it's you talking to your friends, not me talking to you. Okay, I want that to be clear. But it's because I've experienced this as well. Like, I have friends that, like, I love my friends to death, and like, I want them to come into this new cycle, but Spirit's like, you got to let them go. Like, they're not doing their work, and you've tried to guide them as much as you can guide them, but I cannot pluck you from your lower vibrational self and pull you into your higher self. You need to do that. Just like I did it for me, you need to do it for you. And I can't teach you how to wipe your own butt. There's toilet paper. Go ahead, figure it out. It's not a split. It's two parallel timelines. And people are basically, what's happening on the full moon in Gemini on the 30th, that's us instilling the new timeline. So we need to collectively realize that these people we need to hold space for. I love you. I know you're going to get there. I know it's hard. I know you're going to get there. You're going to figure it out. You're going to do better. You're going to learn how to heal. You're going to be able to do this. We're going to manifest that for them as a collective. Even if there's anger, even if there's animosity, resentment towards these people, I am asking you to please do this, because that's what's going to help us from 2021 to 2024. That's this next timeline. That's what's happening. So if you don't want to repeat 2020, I'd highly recommend sending out some good juju to all the people you see on the struggle bus. Okay? You're so stupid. That's a problem. That's a problem. That is a big problem if you don't know how to do that. What do you mean, Natalia? Are you talking about ages? Are you talking about for Saturn return, what age you should be? I'm not following. Oh, Saturn in Aquarius. Yeah, that's going to be, it's the next 27 years. Saturn stays in a sign for 27 years. That's why it's a Saturn return. Always. I'm always here for you. Sorry, guys. I can see lots of synchronicities. What does that mean? You said the next timeline is till 2024. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, energetically, like, that's just me personally as a reader. Intuitively, I've been feeling energetically that the timeline we're instilling in, oh, my Lanta, I'm so sorry. It's my neurologist. Not that the world needs to know that. The timeline we're instilling for the full moon in Gemini on the 30th, that timeline I feel is going to last until 2024, right? So like the next 4 years is going to be a lot of advancement in technology, a lot of advancement in the way we do things, the economy, the government, movement forward, right? So if we want that to continue moving in a positive direction, because Jupiter is now helping us expand, and we have the sun sextile Jupiter and Pluto, that's transformation, that's beautiful, beautiful, positive energy. We need to be in that high vibe energy. We need to be helping ourselves with that, right? So I'm saying if you see people struggling, you see them in that lower vibe, like literally manifest for the collective, not just yourself. Like manifest in the sense of we're all going to get to this better place. We're all going to be doing great things. We're all going to be very abundant and successful. I'm successful. You're successful. We're successful. I'm love. You're love. We are love. That phrase, I am, you are, we are, that's collective consciousness. So when you manifest in that way, that's getting to unity consciousness. That's the way to manifest in regards to a collective unity consciousness. So that's where I would love us to be, and I would love for you to help me get us there. Because, you know, for my channel is not even at 10K. So if we could get a small bit of collective to do it, it would be like a domino effect. Because think about it. Like, think about the small impact we have here, how that would radiate outward and outward and outward. You get what I'm saying? The ripple effect. Hey, Alexis, how are you? I love you too. You're so silly. So Saturn returns. Saturn returns hold big significance. Saturn returns are all about, when you go through Saturn return, this is heavy. I'm going through my Saturn return. This is my Saturn return. So that's so funny you asked this. When you go through, just you asking that makes me like my heart space opens, but in a way that is overwhelming. I feel like my Saturn return actually started when I was 25. That led me up to now. Like your Saturn return is when you're 27, but you might feel it when you're 25, or before that. Like you might feel the initiation of it, because you guys hear me talk about my brain injury all the time. That was my awakening. that was my awakening. I had a seizure, and my seizure, I literally felt a hand on the back of my neck, and I felt like I was pulled from my body, and I watched myself fall. Like I watched myself have a seizure. And I was not spiritual, so I didn't understand what an out of body experience was. I didn't understand like an out of body like meditation. I didn't know what any of that was. I wasn't spiritual, I wasn't religious. And that was my awakening. And then I came to, and I was slowly losing my hearing, and my ears were ringing. And then I slowly started losing my vision. And they were like, you're losing your vision, or you just hit your head really hard? And they're like, is it spots or is it black? I was like, it's black. And I was like, I'm slowly like, nope, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I definitely cannot hear you now. And it was weird because like I didn't feel pain. Like I just was blind and deaf. I just couldn't see and I couldn't hear, and I was just sitting there. All I remember is grabbing the chair, and I said, they're about to pull me from my body again. And I felt the medic grab my leg, and they just like thought I was crazy for saying that. And it was the weirdest thing. A few hours went by, and finally got my hearing, my vision back, and they didn't think I ever was going to, because I was completely blind and deaf. And that was my awakening. And then I just was bedridden for about like a year, and that was my dark night of the soul. And that's when my Saturn return kind of initiated, but that's also when I realized who I was. So for me, that's kind of what my Saturn, when you go through Saturn return, I feel it's not only realizing who you are and kind of like what direction you're supposed to be going in life, because I feel like that was the universe's way of saying, yo, girl, you are not on your path. You're not doing at all what you're supposed to be doing right now. You're not supposed to be working in a gym. You're not supposed to be working in corporate. You're not supposed to be working for Nike. Like, what are you doing? And I went back to my job, and I had a great job. Like I worked for the third largest media company in the country, and it was a great company. I was making really good money and fully supporting myself. And I just woke up one morning having a horrible anxiety attack, and I quit my job. And I was like, holy shit, thanks Saturn, because Saturn's the master maker. And it almost forces you into these very uncomfortable, very strange changes. And it makes you realize that I don't really care what people think or expect of me anymore, because it's not YOLO. It's not a YOLO. It's kind of like, I want to do what makes me happy. And it's not because YOLO, I hate that phrase. It's because I'm here to do what I want to do, not to appease other people, but I'm here to do what's of my highest good. I'm here to do what's going to breathe life into me, right? And it's not for anything corny. It's not for anybody else but for yourself, and not in a selfish way, but in a way to help you grow and learn who you are, you know? Because we go to school, we get like, I have a degree, I have a freaking science degree that I don't use. And I've had such great experiences. Like I specialized with tigers and orangutans for 8 years and had awesome experiences working with all these amazing teachers and doctors, and I know how to clone cells, and I'm really smart. And I pull tarot cards for a living now, and I work with energy and spirituality. And it's incredible the path you go on, but that's the point of a Saturn return. It's kind of like, let's shift you. Let's completely shift you and put you where your heart really wants you to go, where you're supposed to be. And it might be completely opposite, left field of what you expect. Because I would have never expected this. I was the tomboy up in New Jersey, very masculine. Like I grew up playing every sport under the sun, was always in the gym, had my NASM certification, personal trainer, worked in the gym for years. Then I worked at Nike. Then I was in the corporate world. And then I was working at a zoo and always in leadership roles. And now I'm doing spirituality and I love it. And Saturn's going to do that. It's going to push you outside your comfort zone into brand new environments, always. I loved it. I loved it. It wasn't easy. It was not easy. It's not easy. Your Saturn return is not going to be easy, but it's going to make you grow, and you're going to find so many new relationships. So many new relationships. I'm looking forward to figuring what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I feel you, Gab. I feel you. I have an interview today. Fingers crossed. You got this. You're going to be fine. And I had my daughter. Ooh! Congrats. I thought I tried to. Oh my gosh, Alexis. I'm so grateful you're here, though. I'm so happy you're here. That's scary. That's really scary. Choosing to use your spiritual gifts rather than earthy book smarts is very brave. Yes, it was hard. I come from a family of very science-based thinkers. My mother and my brother are both psychologists. Oh, that's awesome that you're a life coach and Reiki master on the side. That's so cool. I'm about to get attuned to a different type of Reiki. I'm currently a Reiki master as well. I'm about to switch my attunement though. I just started with a different Reiki practitioner. You got this, Alexis. I know you do. You will, Gab. You just got to keep manifesting it and have the faith in it. I got you. I don't know why they just hid your Instagram name. I had to like give it permission. That was silly. But yeah, guys, Saturn return. Saturn is the master maker. If you're going through a Saturn return, whether you're 27 or whether you're 54, right? It's a big shift. It's a big shift. But I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. I'm just looking back because I'm checking out my camera battery. It's taken a good long minute to charge. Let's see. Do I have any friends? Nope. Nope. Nothing going on here. All my friends are in front of me on YouTube. Look at our YouTube family grow. Look at us, guys. We're almost at our first 10K. How crazy is that? It's the Holy Fire Reiki. Because right now I have Usui, which is basic. So Usui Reiki is the foundational Reiki, and then Holy Fire is more modern. And it's there's another type of Reiki after that you can get as well that has 8 other symbols. There's so many messages coming through. I guess my chat's like just loading up right now. I've been wondering if you're feeling better. I am feeling better. So it was really weird, actually. This is gonna sound, I even like hate saying this out loud because it's just so not like me. It's actually kind of embarrassing for me to say. I literally slept 12 hours last night. I never do that. And I woke up today and it was 10 o'clock and I was like, oh my God, my whole day's gone. And I freaked out. And I did a meditation and I was like, what the heck just happened? I was like, what happened? What did you do to me? Because the night prior, I had pulled, I got this new Oracle deck. As my patrons know, I got this new Oracle deck and I've been using it on there for them. You didn't miss much, Al. We're just chit-chatting at this point. White Light Oracle. I love this deck, but I haven't been sleeping, obviously, because I don't know if you guys know, but when you have seizures, it does take a few days to kind of like come back, and I like shake for a few days. Like I just can't sleep, and I had one a few days ago and I just haven't been sleeping since. And so last night, like I set the intention after I pulled some cards, and I got some crazy freaking cards. And I was talking to one of the goddesses that I got out of this deck. And I was just like, I'm calling on you to help me heal tonight. Just allow me to heal and do what my brain needs to rest and recoup. And I guess she thought I needed 12 hours of sleep because I woke up at 10 o'clock. And I was like, holy shit, I never do this. I never do that. And it was insane. It was insane for sure. And I was like, I was up and I was going. And I was getting things for Thanksgiving ready and Patreon ready and super heavy right now. Yeah, sleep is definitely needed. You will be able to give her that dream life pearl. Yes. Yes, Alexis. But yeah, so I definitely needed that sleep. I still think I need some, but that's also why, and then Al, I was jumping on to tell you guys that with the YouTube readings, I don't think I'm going to be doing weeklies anymore. I think I'm just going to do the YouTube videos as I'm guided to do them, simply because I'm spreading myself a little too thin with my health and everything. So you guys are still going to get just as many videos, most likely. It's just going to be more so like 3 a month for each sign versus 4 a month for each sign, right? But yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. And other than that, I am going to try and go live more. I'm contemplating doing live so you guys can do like super chats for personal questions and stuff. If you guys don't know what super chats are, that's what the smiley face and like the $sign are at the bottom. So some people use it for donations for the channel. You can do it through the stickers. That's what the smiley face is. That's a way to donate to the channel. Same thing with the $sign, but they're also, I would typically go live, and that's how people would like purchase like a $10 reading or something if I was offering that on lives, because I have done that in the past. I just haven't done it recently because I've just been so busy with the move and my health and trying to get ahead, but that's what super chats are. So if you do see them at the bottom, I believe you do need to set up your payment prior to actually using that. So you could do that on your end, on your channel, on your YouTube account, on your Google account even. But if I do go live and I'm offering $5 readings or $10 readings for you guys, or if you just want to donate to the channel, that's what those are for. Other than that, I think that's it, unless you guys have more questions. Where's my battery at? My battery is still charging. This thing takes forever. Because it's been an hour. We've been chatting for an hour. Is my chat frozen? Alexis, you're fine. That's not the point. Guys, you got to realize, like, nobody's obligated to donate. I appreciate you, Sierra. Nobody's obligated to donate though. Like nobody's obligated ever. The universe abundance is just as available as oxygen. It really is. Like if you guys are trying to manifest money, it's always going to come to you. Always. You need to be in your divine feminine to receive it. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate you. I do. You guys are so cute. You guys are awesome. And it's so funny because 444 is like my number. Like that's my number I see every day. Ah. I love that. I love that. That's like my number. That and 333 are my two numbers. That's so funny. I love that. I love that. I appreciate you so much. But understand that if you're manifesting things, especially money right now, and the divine feminine energy is a big thing, work on any illusion, especially with the Neptune energy. Hey, Shima. Shima, I wanted to tell you that I met my neighbor next door, and she literally reminds me so much of you. So much of you. I was talking to her the other day, and I was like, who does she remind me of? And I was like, oh my gosh, it's totally Shima. It's totally Shima. Yes, 1111 is a great one. Yes, I'm trying to rest because I definitely needed it. I was getting sick yesterday. I've been taking the Dayquil and NyQuil. She is an awesome person. She is. 55, that's indicative of big change. It was just 555 on the clock 5 minutes ago. I need this battery to charge. Got all these patrons in here. Y'all know I'm waiting on doing another reading. Caught it every day. Yes, you did, girl. Yes, you did. But yeah, you need to be in your feminine energy. Not you need to. That was very bossy of me. I'm so sorry. So bossy of me. When you're manifesting, allow yourself to receive it right now. There's a lot of feminine energy going on. Allow yourself to be receptive, to be gentle, to take a breather, to say it's okay to not push. It's okay to sit back. It's okay to not go at what I want to create, at what I want to build, at what I want to be doing right now in this moment. You know, like take a second for yourself, because that full moon in Gemini is a lot about the feminine energy. Okay. Hello, Mima. Hello, Just Bo. Yeah, because we've done a lot of masculine energy the last few months. It's definitely 2211 in the chat right now. Have a great night, you too. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of synchronicity, but that makes sense. We've had a lot of portal energy lately, so I would assume a lot of the collective seeing a lot of synchronicity right now. I would. But guys, I'm actually going to hop off here. This battery is about to be done any minute now. I'm going to kind of decompress, get ready for this reading I have to do on Patreon. Hopefully my camera won't tap out on me. 2112 mirror numbers for the chat. But I love you guys. My dog just came in with her bone. She's like ready to bury it somewhere. She's so funny. But if you want to join Patreon, I'd love to have you there. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Have fun with your family. Eat hella food. And be safe. Be super safe. Okay? I love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye.